Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About. This is a different type of episode. I just got done watching Angry Joe's reaction video to the new Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer, which if you've read the title right now is exactly what I'm going to do. I thought, you know, I might as well say my piece and say what I think might happen in the film. I don't know. I'm not copycatting him or whatever whatsoever. A lot of people are doing stuff like this, so I thought, you know, do it once, try it out, see what it does, and blah 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 blah, and see how it turns out. You know, go through the trailer, see exactly what I think is happening, what a lot of stuff is happening. So, you know, yeah, so this is Let's Talk About reaction, my Dawn of Justice thoughts for the new trailer, what I think will happen. I've explained this already, so, but either way, those who don't know what Let's Talk About is, it's basically a show that I do where I talk about anything relating to video game, comic book, movies, whatever I think about, whatever I feel like talking about. So first off, we're actually going to watch the trailer, and then I'm going to go through the trailer and say exactly what I think is going to happen. There's a lot of points that Angry Joe said that, I agree with. I don't want to make this too long because there are a lot of other videos out there that I've already picked at this trailer and all that lot, but I just wanted to get my voice across and see what's going on. So let's switch to here and let's watch the trailer. You ready? Let's go.
Today is a day for truth. The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for. That kind of power is very dangerous. Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men cruel.
This Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left? How many stayed that way? He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. And we have to destroy him. You're gonna go to war. He is not our enemy. Black
black and blue. God versus man. Day versus night. The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Righty. Okay. Sorry for that last part. I was actually loading the my IMDb app on my phone, so I've got cast up for the new film. I wanted to get the everything up. So okay, so a lot of things happened during that trailer. We had so we have right. Let's turn the volume down to about 40%, and so let's go through it bit by bit and see what we got. So we got okay. So the beginning part of this.
Today is a day.
Okay, so this whole beginning part of the trailer is sort of the because this film is basically Man of Steel 2. This is a sequel to Man of Steel, and the whole point of this thing is America, the American government is putting the blame on Superman for destruction of Metropolis. Not entirely Superman's fault. It was Zod's fault. But Zod is dead, and his entire race is gone from the planet. So he was part of the fight. And spoiler. Sorry, I should have said spoiler for those who ain't watched Man of Steel. But Superman was there at the time, trying to defend Metropolis from Zod, but he also helped indirectly with the destruction of Metropolis. So they're kind of excuse me. They're blaming him for its destruction, and it needs to be, like the senator was saying, he needs to be held responsible for what happened. Yes, he is the hero, but I like this universe because the most of the older comic books are all like, yeah, he's a superhero. Let's say, oh, he's defending everything, blah 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 blah. But this takes a more realistic, a real world approach to these superheroes that show up. It's like, do we need them? They're dangerous. They could destroy our planet. I mean, Superman could easily destroy the planet and conquer the human race in a blink of an eye. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. I mean, he is practically God on Earth, and that's what part of the trailer is showing. Is like, some part of it is showing you, look, Superman is dangerous. We don't need him. This is what real world will be like. And then there'll be the other part which worships Superman as a god, which is part of the trailer. So and they're taking Superman to court, which is actually pretty awesome. They're trying to make him responsible for everything. And this part is actually really good. This entire scene is a flashback scene to flashback, a different perspective point of view of Man of Steel. This is in Metropolis when Zod and Superman are fighting, and we're seeing this through Bruce Wayne's perspective, and Wayne Tower being destroyed. See Ben Affleck playing Bruce Wayne. And you've noticed in the entire trailer, we didn't see Bruce Wayne as the playboy philanthropist that we see him as. We see him as the serious Bruce Wayne, the Batman Bruce Wayne, which is really good, which is cool, because this is Bruce Wayne, the Batman version of Bruce Wayne. He has like two personas, because he's got the Batman dark side, and then he's got the act that he puts. I believe it's the act he puts on for being the billionaire Bruce Wayne, because he's got a lot of dark secrets, and he's still hurt by the death of his parents. I mean, it's something you don't get over. So I mean, see, like she just said, Superman needs to be held responsible for the deaths of millions of people within Metropolis, as well as its destruction. So now this is Wayne. This has obviously got to be Wayne Manor, and this isn't a sequel to the Christopher Nolan Batman films, because I'll show you in a sec. See, he's walking through there. See, he's being trolled by somebody. We see him training, and he's probably contemplating should he return as Batman. Alfred, that's Alfred, by the way. I would have liked Michael Caine back, but yeah. So this is Superman v Batman. So we've got Lois Lane back. A lot of people, from what I'd heard, all Angry Joe was saying, does she know that Superman is Clark Kent? Yes, Lois Lane knows, even in Man of Steel, because there is that scene when she is trapped in the. For those who, like I said earlier, spoiler. For those of you who don't know, Lois Lane kind of gets she reports like an alien spaceship in the Arctic, and she goes to investigate, and I think she gets trapped. She's about to die or something, and Clark Kent appears, not as Superman, but as Clark Kent, and he's using his godly abilities, his super strength and heat vision and all that lot, and he demonstrates this right in front of Lois Lane. I mean, even at the end of the film, when he kind of appears as to be the reporter, the clumsy reporter that he's supposed to be, she sort of has like a hesitation, because it feels like she wants to call him Superman, but she kind of doesn't, and she starts calling him Clark. You know, it's so she knows. She definitely knows Clark Kent is Superman. So see. This is the part where they're showing Superman as... They showed him as the god figure that some people want him to be. They want him to be this ray of hope.
Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their
See.
monument.
And then Martha, his mother, adopted mother. So this whole scene is all about is Martha lecturing him about... It's sort of her saying, look, you've got two choices. You could either be the man the world wants you to be, the greatest superhero of all time, or you can just forget the human race, because they don't need you. They say,
We don't know this world a thing. You never did.
yeah. So yes, it's strange, but it's strange to hear Martha Kent say something like that. That's really not in her character, but here we get Lex Luthor. From what I heard, he's kind of part of he's like a social media entrepreneur or something of that kind. So, which, if that's true, that's quite funny, because he played Mark Zuckerberg in the Social Network film, the creator of Facebook. So it'll be strange, you know. Now this scene, I think this is kind of like a nod to the Man of Steel film. This, because Zod he wants people to kneel before him, kneel before Zod. I think that's like his phrase, kneel before Zod. And I believe in one scene he tries to make Superman kneel before him, and you see this entire shot, Superman is kneeling before Lex Luthor. Now, I believe this is going to be later on in the film. This is when Lex is testing a theory, because green kryptonite was not used in the Man of Steel film. It's only been shown now, and I think Lex is theorizing or working out what the kryptonite does, because he's obviously thought, look, this has come from with Superman from out of space. Maybe this affects him in some way. And you could tell that on his right hand he's got a bandage around it. I think he's hiding a bit of kryptonite under that hand, and you could see him like sort of caressing Superman, not actually touching him, but he's like there putting his hand across him. So he's made Superman kneel before him, so it's kind of like a little nod towards the Zod and all that lot. So, and we'll see back to Zod. See, like I was saying, it's there's like little things that are saying, look, this is what Zod wanted to do. Now, see, right here, look, do you see something right here? There's a little thing. Where's my mouse? Right, see, look, right here. I don't know if the mouse shows up on here, but it's where where it says AH, like the look there. It's above the jokes. You see an R. This is Robin's suit. Now, this has got to be later on in the Batman universe, in Batman's verse, because Bruce Wayne's just said 20 years in Gotham and not a good superhero, not good guys left. Now, obviously something has got to have happened for Bruce Wayne to retire as Batman. I mean, something awful has got to have happened. I mean, this is referencing a big part of the comic book Batman universe, the Batman-verse in the comics. This, I mean, this is, like I said before, this is not Christopher Nolan's Batman, because Robin was not a part of it. Not even at the end of The Dark Knight Rises, when he says, when, I forget the actor's name, he says, just call me Robin. That's not Robin. That's not Robin. That's not Robin. This references the second Robin. The first Robin was Dick Grayson, who retired from Robin and went on to become Nightwing. This is Jason Todd. Now, Jason Todd was a troubled street thug, and he was taken under the wing of Bruce Wayne to be Batman's sidekick Robin. Little comic book information I'm going to throw upon you if you did not know. And he was kind of ruthless, merciless, a tiny bit. I mean, he had restraints because of Batman. Being Batman shown any mercy for his villains, being never killed, but Robin wanted to, and Jason Todd wanted to. And this whole reference is a part of the comic books when Jason Todd finds his biological mother. He goes and finds her. She sells him out to the Joker. And Joker and his gang beats Jason Todd half to death. Batman kind of rushes to rescue Jason Todd, and Jason and his mother die in an explosion in the warehouse where the Joker was beating him. Bad, they really whacked at him. And this is a reference to that, because it says here, ha ha ha, joke's on you, Batman. This is the Joker, and this is Jason Todd. So this really put Batman in like a proper depression. This really hit home with Batman. in the comics, and it's probably as done here as well. So, and it also he also says in the trailer, not a single good guy is left within Gotham. So this has got to also reference. I mean, Nightwing's not a part of Gotham. He's Bloodhaven. And this also shows there's no other Robin. So, I think his adopted son, Wayne, is Wayne, and the girl, Robin. So they're not part of it. Also, Gordon, Commissioner Gordon's not in it. So, you kind of get the feeling that Commissioner Gordon dies. I mean, Angry Joe, I'm going to keep calling back to Angry Joe. And Angry Joe did say that Gordon might have died. So, and both Batman and Gordon were really close friends. Really, really close. They helped each other out a lot of the time. So, it's something bad has got to happen to, like I said, kick Batman out. Make Bruce Wayne retire as Batman. And he's probably been, like he said, it's been 20 years. So, he's been as Batman for 20 years. And you can tell that he's an older Bruce Wayne because he's got grey hair around the side of his head. So, yes, the arrival of Superman has kind of reawakened the Batman within. It's kind of what it's showing. But he doesn't come back as the world's greatest detective for some odd reason. So, all of this scene is about... We saw this in the first trailer. Guys worshipping Superman. And something fishy's going on. Whether this is Lex's doing, we don't know. Well, it might be Lex's doing. So like here, we see Superman has forced Batman out of retirement. And he's wearing the power armor. So, right there, Bruce has said, look, I have to destroy him. I mean, that's not in Batman's nature. It's not Bruce Wayne. He never goes out to kill. So, I don't know what it is. In the way, it feels like Lex is manipulating both Batman and Superman behind the scenes, some way, to pit them against one another. And then we get lots of shots, and then we get a flashback image of Bruce's parents dying. And we get an awesome shot of I forget his name. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is his actor's name. He was Sam and Dean Winchester's father in Supernatural. And he's the comedian. That's his name. That's the character I was thinking of from Watchmen. He was the comedian. Yeah. So yeah, we get the whole scene, and this is Nightwing. Not Nightwing. The Batwing. This is obviously got to be the Batwing. Don't know that great, to be honest. But this has got to be something. Some sort of city is on fire. There's a battle here. The battle's going on. There's a good scene of Lois. And here we have Wonder Woman, who's kind of appears. I forget her name, the actress's name. She looks good for Wonder Woman. The costume's great. But we only saw her like twice in the shot. So, because we get this one here where she uses her like godly Amazonian bracelets to defend herself from an attack. Pretty powerful attack to do something like that. And then we see Batman appearing in the desert, taking on Superman's so-called henchmen who worship him. Now this has got to be like the scene where Batman goes to investigate what's going on. And he's thinking, alright, are these guys good guys or bad guys? He goes there and they attack Batman. And so Batman's like, right, Superman's a bad guy. Sort of, kind of thing. We get all of this. Batman, Batmobile. Now we get Alfred being the voice of reason, trying to convince Bruce Wayne, look, Superman's not our enemy, he's on our side. And it probably doesn't sink in. But we get to LexCorp, and here we go. Lex obsessing over the kryptonite. He kind of obsesses. Sorry, he kind of obsesses over it, and it's pretty cool. I mean, the kryptonite trope, prop, whatever you want to call it within the Superman universe, is overrated. It's a stupid thing to have Superman have as his weakness a tiny green rock. I mean, just having it in your hand, in his sight, cripples him. He can't do anything. So you could fake, like, I mean, if somebody was smart enough, they could build an entire city, fill it with kryptonite, and hide it behind a lead wall. Because Superman can't see through lead. His X-ray vision can't see through lead. And nothing, and lead stops the kryptonite's radiation. And they could easily drop down, go to save people, drop the lead, there's the kryptonite, create some like kryptonite bullets, boom, sniper shot to the head, Superman's dead. It's things like this, it's like I don't know, it might not work, but it seems right in my head, you know. So, but this is probably like the theorizing part. It's like, look, this has got to come from his planet. And then we see Batman with his power armor trying to take on this guy. Now, we don't know what Batman's armor is made out of. It might be made out of the same material as Zod's armor. Bruce Wayne might have been able to grab a piece before LexCorp came and took everything away, and was able to make this so he could stand a chance against Superman. And then we get another shot of Wonder Woman. I mean, it's an awesome costume. They still kept the red, gold and blue armor. I mean, the two shots, it's in the same fight, so we don't know who the villain is, because apparently Lex isn't the main villain, and I'll explain that a bit later. See, this is the same shot as well. See, they're kind of fighting each other. I mean, I know this is Batman v Superman, but it's odd. That's odd. That's okay. Let's keep going on. Superman's pierced. Batman flies through a window, and then we get this. Now, I went to search online to understand what the hell he means. And nobody understands what he means. Not even Joe knows what he means. But I kind of get the feeling this is a mockery to old, like, superhero tropes. The red cape is a signature for a lot of superheroes, having a red cape. I mean, Superman's got a red cape. I know we don't see a lot of characters, DC and Marvel, wear red capes, but a cape is a signature trope for an icon of a character. So he could be mocking the superheroes, or he's kind of like saying, look, the Justice League are coming. These heroes are upon us. So we don't know. Let's keep watching. And then Superman rips the doors off the Batmobile, and then we get this awesome shot of the two just standing in front of each other, like, menacingly, you know. So there you go. Right, nothing else happens after this trailer, so I'm going to keep that up. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So like I said, I mean, according to Joe, he said through his sources, I'm going to reference this, that the main villain possibly be Doomsday. This does not sit well with me, because Doomsday is a Superman villain only. Really nobody else, because Batman has no part of Doomsday's battle whatsoever. Nothing at all. And Doomsday should be used full on Doomsday, full powerhouse type Doomsday, if you're going to create a Death of Superman film, because Doomsday was the only villain to have killed Superman. If anybody's read Death of Superman, really you should. It's a fantastic story. But I'm going to go kind of against what I said again and say, okay, yeah, maybe Doomsday might be good, but early stages of Doomsday, because Doomsday has the ability to die and come back to life, but you can't kill him the same way twice. Shot in the head, no. He dies, comes back, yeah, he can't be killed that same way. Stabbed with a knife, dead, come back, can't die again. You can't die that way again. So maybe they could do like the comic book, because when we first see Doomsday, he's encased in green like cloth armor encasing him, and I believe he's attached to a meteorite and it crash lands on Earth, and that's how he breaks free. Excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. And that's kind of how the battle starts. So maybe they could use that as early stage Doomsday, because he's not as powerful, is he? So yeah, they could do that, early stage Doomsday, defeat him and blast him off into space. I mean, it could work, because I mean, it could be a LexCorp creation. I mean, Lex Luthor fucking does a load of stuff we don't really know of, so, but I don't know, I really don't know who the main villain is, because Lex could appear in his signature green and purple power armor, 2 giant cannons on his shoulders, because I mean, Wonder Woman was defending herself in part of the trailer from an attack, an energy blast, though this attack could come from Cyborg, because apparently there are 3 Justice League members we didn't see in this trailer who appear in the film. We've got Cyborg, Aquaman, and the Flash. They don't appear, but they are apparently going to be in the film. And they could be fighting amongst themselves, you know. Wonder Woman and Cyborg get pissed at each other and they start battling. Because I mean, apparently, Superman's the only character really with enough strength to throw Wonder Woman against a wall like that. But maybe Cyborg can, because I mean, Cyborg can enhance himself to have superhuman strength. And with his cannon arm, he could have shot a Wonder Woman. We don't know. We really don't know what's going to happen in this film. So yeah, but yeah, there you have it. There's the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer. I've kind of said what I needed to say. This has probably ran on longer than what what I was expecting. So, but either way, thank you. There we go. Thank you ever so much for watching. Join me next time when I talk about something different, or another video goes up, some sort of like update or another let's play. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. This channel's in a mess, so either way, thank you ever so much for watching. Take care, goodbye.